G'day and welcome back to Duck Solid Gaming and Elm Creek Farm here on Farming Simulator 22. We are continuing on with this new series here on Elm Creek and we're going to get straight into it. Alright, when we left you the last couple of episodes we were working on the farm. We've pretty much finished where we want to be with the farm for the moment. So now it's time to get into some actual proper farming. But I just thought I might show you what we've done. Just to get a bit of an idea. I mean, I'm no genius by any means, but I thought I'd just show you what we've done with the landscaping tool and the placeable pieces for Farming Simulator 22 before we go on too far. All right, I'm going to use my player action camera here. So I'm just going to come up here. So this is the front yard area and that of the farmhouse. So we've got our driveway up through there. We put some new hedges in, just tied it up, a few more trees in there, and that's I don't know, I think that's looking pretty schmick myself. There we go. Coming back out onto the road, as you can see. We've also got a hedge all the way along with the white picket fence. And I think that looks quite good. We've got some nice big oaks and all that in there now. So we've got that as well. I'm going to come all the way around in here. We segregated the farmhouse off with another gate. Which is all well and good. We put two sheds in here. So we've got a shed there with closable doors to put some of the more expensive equipment in. Another easy shed there. We've got a silage bunker in here now. And we've got two sheds over here we put in before, which is excellent. We've got the three greenhouses over here. We've got our workshop, our fuel tank there. We've got a water tank there. And then we come down through here. We've got a couple of extra trees in here now as well. We come down through, heading down towards our silo, and we've just tidied this up a little bit as well, put some more trees in, tidied up this area in here, and you know what, I think overall that looks pretty damn good, even if I do say so myself. I think it looks alright. Alright, on top of that we also put in some sheep. So over here we've got a bit of area here. I just threw in some sheep just to see if we had the room, and we do. So I've just put the sheep building in there. We haven't got any sheep as yet. But we certainly will be doing that soon enough. All right, but anyway, that is enough. Now we need to get some farming done. So let's get into it. All right, what have we got to do? So we come in here and have a look at our crops here. There's our sheep there. There's all our equipment. This is our farmhouse. So this is all the area where our farm is, which is fine. I want to just have a look and see what the status of all our fields are. So 78 is ready for harvest. What is that? That would be potatoes. No, that was the sorghum, wasn't it? Right, so we've got a sorghum crop to bring in. So the first thing we need to do is send over the combine harvester and get that done. So what we're going to do is I'm going to see if I can get the combine harvester. Well, actually, no, I have to see what's in the combine harvester first. All right, no, it's a bit of a mess over here. Let's do this manually. I'll worry about the AI later. All right, which usually run quick. Right. So we want the draper header, which is fine. So we're just going to reverse this out just a little bit. I'm going to put this header away. Put over here out of the way, near the greenhouses. All right, but anyway, I hope you're all doing well. We're continuing on developing our farming sim series best we can, recording a little bit ahead of time, but not too much. So these are coming out as weekly episodes, along with all our other stuff as well. So, whoops, do you want to do that? I want to switch to that. Is it already lowered? No. Why isn't that lowering? I don't want to unfold it. It won't lower. All right. Well, we'll just drop it. Okay, that's not working. There we go. Now it'll lower. There we go. Much better. All right. Drop it off. And we'll head on out. Head to the field. All right. So yeah, I think the farm has come on okay. There's probably some other things we'll do and just tidy up a little bit later as things come by. We've also left space for expansion. So if any decent mods or anything come out that we want to use, we've got plenty of room to expand the farm without having to shuffle too much stuff around. So makes it a bit easier for us in the future as well. Alright, we did have to do a little bit more work on the ramp, but as you can see that's quite smooth now thanks to that slope tool. So in good position there. But all in all, I think we're set to go now. We did take some more money from the bank just to make sure we had enough to do all the landscaping that we wanted to do. We probably could pay a bit back now, but we should be okay for now. So I just want to get over here and get this harvest going, and we should be good to go. They're only small fields though, really, so it's not going to take us too long, especially with a bigger combine with a big header. But let's get in and get it all going. Alright, now should be this brownish field up ahead of us. A bit tight coming through here. We don't want to wipe out all our crop. Okay. We can just utilise this field here, which is not being utilised at the moment. So we're going to disconnect the header. All right. This isn't going to take very long at all. With the crop there. Let's see. Oh. There we go. Follow the header. We'll unfold the combine. And away we go. Alright, first crop for FS22. And there we go. And our first crop on Elm Creek happens to be one of the new crops. So different texture for the sorghum, which is fine. Alright. As you can tell, it's not a very big field. We did grab the medium-sized combine with a large header. So it's going to make short work of these fields in the interim until we get some larger fields a little bit later on. But for these ones we can just crack these out very quickly. Actually, one of the things I realised I don't have is I don't have a small trailer. One for dealing with like the sheep and all that sort of stuff. So we might have to look at investing into a small trailer, something like the Brantners or something like that. But for the moment we've got enough money we can deal with that fairly easy. But I have got the semi-trailer up there that we can use in the interim. We also do need to put everything away over at the farm, but anyway. Alright. As you can see, just by doing the headers, we're pretty close to finishing the field already. It's not going to take very long at all. So the next thing will be to start prepping all the fields and rinse and repeat basically. Remember, we do have seasonal growth activated for this series, so we will be dealing with seasons. There we go, we'll just do a partial, then we've got a partial coming back, and that's it. Field will be done. That's our first harvest done. Yay! Just over 5,000 litres of sorghum. one more run. There we go. I do like the particulate and the dust coming out of the combine. That is a nice, and so you got it from the header and then also from the spout of the auger. That does look good. That has been an improvement. Quite good. The more we play, the more positives we sort of tend to find and less negatives. I mean, there aren't that many negatives with it, surprisingly. And I say that a bit tongue-in-cheek because, as I said before, I fully expected to find a whole pile of problems with the game on release. I was expecting the worst, and I was pleasantly surprised with what we were delivered. And that's good. I mean, who knows? We might get the huge amount of hours in FS22 that we got in FS17, but only got, well, I don't think we even hit halfway of the hours, actually. I'll have to have a look at that and do a comparison of hours. Mind you, we are still technically using FS19 at the moment, so it's not complete by any means. But anyway. Alright, so we're just going to take this out to the road, and then I'll bring the truck down and we'll offload. No, I'm not going to try and go up there. Is that somewhere that can be used as a farm? I guess it probably is. I don't know. I'll have to have a look and see if the shed's not open. I haven't done that yet. I haven't done my tour or anything yet. I haven't gone around all of the map or anything else like that. So, yeah, it's all stuff I need to do. Alright, let's go and have a look and see. We're going to put the pipe out. Parking here. We've got some rocks to pick up. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. Right, let's go find our truck. There we go. Now we have got some bags of fertilizer and seed, etc., to pick up. That is back at the shop, so I do need to go and get that at some point. Now this will be interesting. Get on a fairly obtuse angle. Otherwise we may just have to do a bit of paintwork damage and just push him out of the way a bit. No. Alright. We didn't see this. Alright. Didn't say that either. For those that normally tell me how bad my driving is, shut up. Right. Here we go. Alright, let's jump in cab and go for a drive and go empty up the combine. See how smooth that ramp is there now. A little bump just there on the transition. Other than that, that's pretty damn smooth. I'm quite impressed with that. Do like that slope tool. Makes it so much easier. There we go. I'm so used to having my my other mods from FS19 that'll be telling me what the load status is of all the active units, all that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, I have that at the moment. All right, there we go. There we go. We've got 6,000 litres of sorghum. Now we're going to swing right around here, and we're going to go back and offload into the silo. So dumping our first load into the silo. Now with the silos, there's two sides and they are quite easily marked, one for loading, one for offloading. So we're just going to come in through here. We're going to, I want to see the trailer dump. I haven't dumped out of this trailer yet. There we go. All right. Nice. I like that. It's not real effective considering the grate is like a third of the trailer, but nonetheless, that works well. All right. I love the sounds. That deep rumbling sound when it's hit the stops. All right. Take this back up to the farm. And then we'll bring the combine back and see what else we've got to do. I'm just going to park this over near the greenhouse. I'm not going to get the greenhouses up and running yet, I don't believe. All right. I'm going to get the combine. Okay, there he is. And bring him back in. Oh, actually, before we do that, we haven't got any other fields, have we, that we've got to harvest? I'm pretty sure we don't. Right, let's have a look. So, we've harvested 80, remove the foliage. So that one is potatoes, I think. Yeah, don't care about that. We're going to plough that in. 82. Okay, that's growing. That's fine. That's corn. Yep. Okay. All right. So what we need to do is I need to plough in 76, 80, and I need to do 73. I need to get the rocks out of. So that's what the jobs are. I think we might get the rocks out of this field first, then get that planted. If we can plant it. Depends on what the seasonal growth says we can do. But in the interim, we'll just get the combine put away. And then once we've done that, we'll be okay to continue on with the preparation of the other fields. I'll bring this up and park next to the truck for now, out of the way. Like so. All right. So now what we need to do, we need to go grab a tractor with the rock collector. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to use the old burrer, which is the one we've got here now. Oops, didn't want to connect that. So we're going to grab that. And we'll see how this unit goes with collecting of the stones off the field. Okay. Well, cut off the engine by mistake. Off we go. Right. This guy's obviously going to be a little bit underpowered and slow and all that sort of stuff, but it's okay. We can get him to go with a hired hand, I guess, in the interim if we need to. Okay, so we're going to unfold. Lower. Activate. He's doing a good job of it, actually. Alright, well I reckon if I can get the helper to continue on, there he goes. Alright, excellent. You can go off and collect all those rocks, good boy. Now we've got to unload all this as well. What else got to do though? Let's have a look. I want to plow that in. So where's our plow? Our plow's over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the versatile. Use a bit of grunt. So we're going to disconnect the seeder. And I'm just going to head up over here and then come in and grab the spader. So it's a little bit of overkill with horsepower, but at least it'll get the job done without any problems. Okay. All right. Off we go. So we'll head up and we'll do those 3 fields we need to get done. And then we'll reset where we're at with what needs to be done. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this series and I hope you're enjoying FS22. If you've got FS22 already, let me know what you think. We should be having our official review or official thoughts video come out very soon. I haven't recorded it yet at the time of recording this, but I plan on doing it the next day or so. Just want to sort of make sure that I'm happy with what's going on with everything before we go too far and sort of make any statement in relation to what we think of the game, noting that we were very, very critical of FS19, so I'm more than happy to be very critical of FS22, but I really don't think I have that much to be critical about. And I'm not trying to sort of make sure I find something that's critical to bitch about or anything else. If the game is good and doesn't need to be criticised, then I'm all for that. All right, so let's lower this down. Okay. There we go. Just going to put it on cruise control. And we'll just get this all ploughed in and tidied up. So yeah, so I'm not going to sort of sit here and just try and find excuses or things to bitch about with the game. If there's positives of the game, which I've already said a few times what I think are positives of the game so far, then I'll certainly make sure that I mention those as well. But I'm also not going to be a total fanboy about things either. I'm going to point out where they've got things that are broken and all those sorts of things. And what I do tend to do a lot of at the moment is just going to the developer log and just seeing if there's any errors. So there's no errors come up for this attachment or anything else like that, which is good. Because some stuff we have actually found some errors. And it's on stuff that you wouldn't really expect to see errors on, really. So I've made the reports into Giant on their bug fixer or the bug tracker. So hopefully that will be rectified. But nonetheless, like I've said previously in other videos, if you're not willing to assist by providing that information, if you find a bug, then there's no point bitching about it, because I understand they're not going to be foolproof. There's going to be some things that slip through or not get found or whatever else. My problem is you don't expect to see things all of a sudden miraculously appear on release. So it's not as if it wasn't there before release, if you know what I mean. So it's not something that generally just occurs just on release. And that's my problem, where you get those issues where you know that it should have been found beforehand, and it wasn't, or if it was, it just wasn't dealt with. It was either put in the too hard basket, or they just wanted to get the game out and not cause any delays. And I said, I can understand that. However, my problem with that is, if you can't be bothered putting it out because you want to release the game, well, that's all well and good. But why don't you have it ready to go in the first patch? I mean, having errors that come up for a in-game mod that is just purely a texture, for instance, there's a couple of instances of that. Why don't you have that ready to go on the day one patch? Of course, if you haven't actually found it, but surely part of the QA should be to use every attachment and every vehicle and check the error log. And if the error log comes back and spits an error out, fix it. If you can't fix it straight away, at least annotate it and try and have a patch ready for it on day one. I mean, I don't think that's an unreasonable expectation. All right. We'll tidy up the corners a little bit later as we finish. But yeah, so I'm not going to sit there, like I said, and just bash them for the sake of bashing them, because it doesn't do anything for them or for me. It may provide you with some information on what to look out for, but apart from that, we might as well just continue on and just enjoy the game for what it has got, not for what it hasn't got at the moment, for instance. So, for instance, while the AI may not be perfect at the moment, and there are some issues with it, just means we just won't utilise it as much as what we probably could have. So, yeah, that's just the difference. Right, we need a faster plough. Where's my big 20k an hour John Deere plough? And no, it's not because it's John Deere, it's just the plough that I had that I modded very early on in FS19 and also in FS17. That's not because I'm becoming a John Deere fan before someone even jumps to that conclusion. You notice how much John Deere equipment we've used so far in this series? None. How much are we going to use in this series? Probably about the same. Well, wrong pedal. Keep going. So we've seen one mod obviously come out so far. Two, isn't there? Two. There's also a mod brought out by Schooner, someone I think it was, or anything like some of that, which was for making a straw collection possible as a mission, as a contract. But I haven't bothered with that because I'm not really going to be one that's going to be doing much of the contracts at all. However, if our good friend GTX brings in his transporting contracts, again, like the mod he brought in for FS19 not so long ago, then yes, I will be doing contracts. But I don't expect that to come straight away. They may not even come at all. I haven't heard anything from GTX of late, so for quite some time. I know he was still active. I don't know whether he's still active or not. I also haven't heard from Stevie, actually. I must touch base with Stevie and see what he has planned for FS22. And I don't know if he's going to go through and do all the mods first, so do all the equipment changes, so to provide the colour options and the upgraded engines and speeds and all that sort of stuff to both the vehicles and also the implements. He's certainly done that previously on release of the games, and then gone in and done his map at the same sort of time, but then basically after he's done most of the mods. So that'll be interesting to see, because I already miss my Stevie mods. Hi Stevie, by the way. I hope you're enjoying your time off effectively, but hopefully you're flat out at work producing content for us for FS22. All right. What about time-wise? That's about it, actually. We're at 30 minutes, so it's been a very quick episode yet again. So what we are going to do is we're going to continue on finishing this field here, and then we will come back in the next episode. We'll probably do one of the other fields here as well, just to sort of get a little bit of progress so that we're not doing all the fields slowly. We will also look at seeing if we get a bigger cultivator or something as well, and trying that. But in the meantime, that is pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed the series. Don't forget, if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when new videos like this are available on the channel. And of course, don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. All those details are down below. And also how you can support the channel if you wish to do so. But apart from anything else, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duck Solly Gaming and Farming Simulator 22 with Elm Creek. See you all later. Bye.